Breaking news, guys. Michael Bay already started working on the movie. Willem Dafoe might play G-Man.
What the hell?
Jack Black is a secret agent. What? There's a chance Steak might get a cameo? Episode 79 is almost done. The computer men are officially confirmed. Can Robert actually survive the Duchess's buns? Is he a poor, tortured soul, or the luckiest dude alive? Time to figure out what the hell's going on. Hello, friends. You're on the Dattebayo channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. Somehow, we're getting an insane amount of info every day. It's wild. The skibidi fandom feels like an anthill that got smacked with a stick. Now everything's going crazy. Is this the start of a new era for us, or just a lightning strike in broad daylight with nothing behind it? Let's try to figure it out. But first, little update on my channel. Some of you might have seen it, but now my videos support multiple languages. The voices aren't perfect, not exactly what I'd choose, but hey, that's YouTube's thing, not mine. If English is kind of tough for you, this might actually help, so keep that in mind. One thing though, right after I upload, the other audio tracks might not be there yet. YouTube's slow as hell. They'll show up in a few hours. I already told you in my last video, Uncle Bay was cooking something, and I swear I felt like they were gonna drop more right after that teaser. Remember when I said they'd probably come out like, yo, we're working on it, everything's chill? Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened. A few hours after my video dropped, Discord servers went wild. We got the official announcement Uncle Bay really started working on the movie. And bro, Twitter straight up exploded. Haters went crazy. Fans went even crazier. Honestly, I have no idea what haters even want at this point. It honestly feels like these dudes are still living in 2023, stuck on episode 1, scared to keep watching, because deep down they know. If they go further, they'll have to admit, this show's actually fire. But nah, they'd rather stay blind. People just don't learn, bro. But honestly, I kinda get why some people are still skeptical. Uncle Bay's been teasing some AI-looking shit lately, and I get he's trying to hype up the show. But those weird teaser images? Not the move, bro. Like, he could have just dropped $20 and made something actually fire in Midjourney. Not gonna lie, Midjourney's been pumping out some unreal quality stuff lately. But whatever, bro's clearly not trying to spend on promo. He'd rather throw that cash at VFX. Which, to be fair, is where it matters most. Cause guess what? The dude doing the visuals is no joke. It's Rob Legato, 3-time Oscar winner, worked on freaking Titanic and Avatar, and that's huge. But there's a flip side. Yeah, he's a legend, but like, a 2000s legend. The original Avatar and Titanic dropped when some of y'all weren't even born yet, lol. Man, what are we even talking about? Titanic is even older than me. Bro, that's straight up prehistoric times. Like ancient cinema era, no cap. And that's kind of the issue. VFX today ain't what it used to be back in his prime. I did a little digging. He's been in some pretty good movies, but they're nowhere near the tech monsters like Avatar: Way of Water or Dune. Dude never worked with Unreal Engine, never touched stagecraft or AI, and yeah, he did enroll in some AI university, but it kind of feels like a PR move more than anything. So feels like they brought him in for the name, while the real work's gonna be handled by some younger, more tech-savvy crew behind the scenes. Don't get me wrong though, he's still a legend and made a huge contribution to the movie industry. Man really is talented and worked on some solid movies even recently. But personally, I feel like the Skibidi movie needs to go way harder in terms of visuals. Like, this isn't some grounded war drama. It's full-on fantasy. And that means the bar is high. Of course, I'm not expecting Avatar-level VFX. That's a whole different beast with insane money and years of work behind it. But still, this thing needs to look amazing. The visual side has to hit. No excuses. Anyway, what do we actually know about the Skibiditoilet movie so far from public sources? Format. It's either going to be fully animated or a hybrid of live action and CGI. Nothing officially confirmed yet. Director. Still unknown. Michael Bay is involved as a creative advisor and producer, not the director. Production. The film is being produced by Invisible Narratives, a studio led by Adam Goodman, former president of Paramount Pictures. So yeah, that's the deal for now. I just really hope Invisible Narratives won't be stingy with the budget. Like,
at least 10,000.
Actually, at least $50 million, but ideally somewhere between $70 and $120 million. Cause let's be real, Skibidi is all about crazy fights and chaos non-stop. If they go cheap, it might end up looking bad. Also, we got info on Jeffrey Beecroft, the production designer. He's working on this movie too. He's a solid guy, really good at building cool worlds. And together with Michael Bay, that's a strong team. So I think we're good there. But what about the actors and release date? Rumors are already flying that Willem Dafoe might play G-Man. And I'll be totally honest, bro. Willem Dafoe feels like he was born for this role. With all my movie watching experience, I seriously can't think of anyone who'd fit G-Man better. Dude is more G-Man than G-Man himself. Plus, he seems like a super chill and humble guy. Definitely in my top actors. But where did these rumors even come from? Well, it all started super randomly. One more asked in the Discord if we'll find out who's playing G-Man, and Boom replied with a Willem Dafoe gif, which might be a hint that it's actually him. But there are two ways to look at it. Either he used the gif just for the chaotic energy of it, like saying, "I'm not telling you anything no matter what," or it really is Willem Dafoe. And then there's this. Someone asked Steak if Dafoe's actually going to be in the movie, and Dafook replied, "Possible." Like, bro, that kind of sounds like a soft confirmation. But you gotta look at the other side, too. There's no way Dafook can just drop casting hints like that. He's definitely under some kind of NDA or legal contract. So maybe he said possible just to mess with us and shut us up for now. Or maybe not. Who knows at this point? We don't even know what kind of movie this is gonna be. Everything's still a big mystery. Now, about Jack Black. Nah, that's just people trolling. Even Dafook was kind of playing along with that. After the Minecraft movie, everyone's trying to throw Jack Black into every role ever. It's become a meme at this point. Seen tons of jokes about it on Twitter, so yeah, don't take it seriously. But here's something actually cool. Dafook might try to pull some strings to get Steak a small cameo in the movie, which would be pretty sick, honestly. If you ask me what are the chances of that happening, probably pretty low, but I could definitely see them throwing him in the background somewhere as part of the crowd. Fingers crossed, bro. Let the man cook. But what about the movie's release date? A lot of people think we'll have to wait 3-4 years, but honestly, I don't think that's the case. You can actually make a solid movie in just a year or a year and a half. Sounds crazy, I know. Everyone's used to those long 3-4 year waits, but in reality, it all comes down to budget and having a clear plan. For example, The Lord of the Rings. The Hunt for Gollum is coming out in 2027, and they're making it in just 1 year. That's a massive Tolkien fantasy project with big-name studios and industry veterans behind it. And they're pulling it off fast. So when people say, you can't make a skibidi movie that quick, I don't really buy it. If they've got the money and a solid roadmap, it's totally possible. Plus, they can't really afford to take forever. Skibidi's still relevant, sure, but the hype's slowly cooling down. They know they've got a window, and they have to move fast. So yeah, I honestly think the movie could drop in a year or so. Either way, once news starts coming out, we'll finally get a clearer picture. But for now, that's everything we know about the movie. Also, here's something interesting. There was a skibidi exhibit at the Global Merchandising Services Expo 2025 recently in Las Vegas. Basically, Invisible Narratives signed a deal with these guys, and now they're planning to go big with skibidi merch, like push it everywhere they can. Check out the video for yourself. By the way, this video was filmed by Mr. Boom himself. It means bro's chillin' in Las Vegas right now, so skibidi episodes are on hold for a bit. Bro's gonna keep chillin' until he loses the house and the YouTube channel at the casino. We are cooked, guys. While that hasn't happened yet, let me show you something else. Basically confirmation of the computer men I've been talking about for 20 years now. Take a look at this post Mr. Boom made, and pay attention to the words and symbols he used. Toilet, obviously skibidi toilets. UFO, that's astro toilets. Plunger, not sure why it's there, but could be teasing Plungermen's return. Camera, clearly cameramen. Radio, 100% speakermen. TV men. And finally, computer. Yeah, that's right, computer men, bro. Non-believers will say, just a coincidence. And I would say,
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey!
They are coming! Episode 81. Someone better remind everyone later that I was right. All right, for the final thought, we gotta mention cameraman Robert, who's out here solo defending the base with his bare hands from the Duchess's massive butt. This ain't easy, bro. One cheek weighs 500 tons, while my guy Robert probably weighs like 5 max. But hey, if not him, then who? The hardest choices require the strongest wills, and Robert's straight up giving off Thanos energy. I saw some of y'all in the comments saying, you wish you were in his place. Nah, bro. Go touch some grass and leave the hero work to the actual heroes. Now, will this actually be in the episode? Of course not. I mean, not exactly like he's holding the butt with his arms. Most likely the Duchess just sits on him, but Boom posted it as a troll leak, so yeah, it's a joke. Still, the scene where she crushes a cameraman is definitely gonna happen. And honestly, I think that'll be the final scene of part 1 of episode 79. Like, the Duchess shows up at the base, boom, sits on Robert, cut to black. Episode over. It makes sense. Dafook usually teases scenes he's actively working on, and since we know the episode's almost done, I'm betting this is the ending. Oh, and the episode almost 100% finished. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, Steak asked Dafook if something's dropping this weekend, and Boom reacted with a yes. So yeah, the episode's dropping this weekend. Sure, there's a chance he meant something else, but honestly, that's unlikely. The episode was already 85% done a few days ago, so logically it should be 100% ready by the weekend. The countdown starts now, because it's already Friday. So y'all should get ready, I guess. Phew. I think that's everything we know so far. And I'll be honest, this video was harder to make than the episode 78 analysis. All those screenshots, links, and random clues, I legit had to dig through the whole internet. So yeah, drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one.